This is gonna be your dead bug with a hand to knee variation. So I'm gonna start here in a supine position. I like to have a yoga block under my head. That way my neck isn't compensating through the movement. So I'm gonna start here on my back. From here, I can bend my knees, and I'm gonna start off in that 90-90 position. So that just means I'm gonna bring my legs up. Make sure my knees aren't straight. So I want my knees bent. I want my ankles dorsiflexed, so toes pulled up here, right? So 90-degree angle between my torso and my hips, 90-degree angle at my knees as well. Ankles dorsiflexed, so we can say triple 90. Ankles, knees, and hips. From here, I'm gonna get my shoulders set up in this position. I'm gonna have my opposite hand to opposite leg working. So this is a contralateral pattern. Now the key here, and why I like this hand to knee variation, one, we work oblique sling. So I'm working cross body. In addition to that, I'm working isometric hip flexion. So really good exercise to work on hip flexion. On the other side of it, we're working on a dynamic extension flexion pattern, right? So we know traditionally dead bug is gonna be this sort of pattern, right? Maybe we have legs. Maybe we do the same side pattern. This is another variation where we're going hand to knee, and then I want to actively push my hand into my knee, which is going to activate that oblique sling. Simultaneously, I want to drive my knee into my hand, which is isometric hip flexion. I'm holding this position with equal forces driving from both ends. Come on, I gotta show people this. I gotta show people. I gotta show the people. So I'm driving hand and knee with the same amount of forces on each end, and then all I'm doing from here is I'm extending up. As I extend up, I want to think long through the fingers, push through the heel. So as I'm extended down, go as far down, but make sure I don't have daylight under my low back. Simultaneously, I want to think about turning the toe inwards, because the common compensation here, if I'm doing the other side, is I'm going to go and extend. You're going to want to flare that hip and foot outward. So make sure toes turn inward, hand and knee are driving towards each other, reach through the finger, push through the heels, drive back up. If I can have an open hand, I want to think about getting that thumb all the way down to the ground. If I can make a fist and go even further, even better, but not at the expense of losing the control. So make sure when I'm doing it, I'm not reaching up. I'm nice and relaxed through the neck. I use the breath to sync the movement. I want the palms, I want the bicep to be faced towards my ear. I want to think about actively pulling the shoulder in. So it's not like I'm reaching up and that shoulder's just reaching into forever. That shoulder's pulled into socket and I'm basically moving that shoulder through a controlled range of motion. When I increase the lever arm is going to be when I inhale. So as I lengthen, I inhale. When I drive back to center is when I exhale. Another option here is you can go foam roller between the hand and knee. It decreases the distance you have to reach and it keeps you in a more of a neutral position versus you having to reach up and crunch over. Some people like it, some people don't. But again, just another variation. This is what that would look like. Same cues though. Toe turned inward, sync the breath, inhale as you lengthen. Try to get that thumb to the ground, no daylight under the low back, active trunk. Exhale and drive back. And that is your dead bug with a hand to knee variation.